Now we're still here in Glenwood Springs Cemetery, or Glenwood Cemetery in Glenwood Springs. And we are headed to the gravesite of Kid Curry, the road with Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid and the Wild Bunch. So he's supposed to be back here somewhere. So let's see if we can find him. Harvey A. Logan, Kid Curry, 1867, 1904. Kid Curry. Darkness had fallen on the rainy night of June 7, 1904. When an unwanted passenger hopped on the number 5 Denver and Rio Grande train near Parachute, Colorado, about 45 miles west of Glenwood Springs. A gun-toting bandit with his face blackened ordered the engineer to uncouple all the train cars except the engine and the express car and to stop a couple of miles west of town where 2 more robbers boarded the train. The safes in the express car were dynamited and the thieves left with an undisclosed amount of money. They rowed a boat across the Grand Colorado River to the south, where horses were hitched, and started their getaway to the southeast. 2 days later, with the posse on the trail, the robbers demanded breakfast and fresh horses from the Banta Ranch. What the outlaws didn't know was that the Bantas had a telephone and were able to alert the neighborhood. The posse cornered the group on East Divide Creek and a shootout ensued. One of the robbers was severely wounded and declared that he was done for, took his own life. His 2 companions escaped. The dead man's body was brought to Glenwood Springs. Photographs were taken and he was buried in the Potter's Field section of Glenwood Cemetery under the name Lit Ross, an alias he had used to obtain a job a few days prior on the railroad crew. Pinkerton detective Lovell Spence, who was very familiar with the unlawful exploits of Kid Curry, identified the robber by the death photos as Harvey Logan, alias Kid Curry. Spence had been tracking Curry since his escape from a jail in Knoxville, Tennessee the previous year. As additional proof, Spence asked that the body be exhumed and examined by a doctor for any scars or other telltale features. Dr. McAllister, a physician for the Glenwood Hot Springs Company, performed the examination and indicated his whole appearance marks him as a moral coward. Every line on his face indicates a degenerate. Dr. McAllister gave his detailed report to the Pinkertons, who decided, in one last effort to prove their case, to come to Glenwood Springs and take a look for themselves. Detective Spence ordered the body dug up a second time, and after seeing the man for himself, declared that he was indeed Harvey Logan. Spence had spent considerable time with Logan during the trial in Knoxville, seeing him every day for weeks, and felt confident that the dead outlaw was him. With reward money in the balance, not all law enforcement officials agreed with Spence's conclusion, leading to doubt and speculation that lingers even today. However, most historians agree, due to the fact that Logan never surfaced again at Glenwood Cemetery is the final chapter in the Kid Curry saga. As there was no headstone for Logan, the Frontier Historical Society, along with the city of Glenwood Springs, installed this marble headstone in Potter's Field in 2009, which is really not that long ago. So it doesn't really say it, but I think they're saying that he's buried here somewhere too, but probably not exactly sure where. Even though his body was exhumed twice. So at some point there was people that knew exactly where it was, obviously. But this is Kid Curry, rode with Butch Cassidy in the Wild Bunch. So I am gonna do another shot early in the morning. So in keeping with my new tradition of doing a shot with these famous graves, I did a gravesite just down the hill here that didn't do a shot with because they were considered serial killers, and didn't want to honor him. This guy was an outlaw too, but he's part of folklore, so I'm gonna do a shot with him. To Kid Curry. It's only 7:30 in the morning, guys. Whew. Kid Curry. So that's Kid Curry's gravesite. Rode with the Wild Bunch, you know, Butch Cassidy, Sundance Kid, you know, there's a whole bunch of stories around what happened to them too. And it's not 100%, just like all these Wild West stories. Seems like just about every gravesite has some kind of controversy to it and where they're at. But make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Comment below, let me know what you think about the videos. If there's anything I can do better, if there's something you think I should do, just let me know. I'll try to take it constructively and implement it. Remember, not all those who I messed up my line. Not all those who wander are lost. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.